How's my hair? Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Richie Chapman. If you're new to this channel, I talk about life applicable skills through personal experience to motivate you, inspire you to become your best self. Hey, today I'm gonna go over the 5 habits to build a positive mindset. So consider subscribing, hitting the bell notification to get notified every time I upload a video. Maybe you've heard this, but I've heard that it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. And so being consistent in these things is going to be key when you're building a positive mindset. Number 1, gratitude. Build a morning routine around being thankful and grateful for the things that you currently have in your life. I would encourage you to get a notebook or a journal and write them down, and being actively grateful for all the things that I currently have in my life. And if you're interested in more about journaling, look at the link down below to one of the videos on how to keep a journal, the ultimate guide to keeping a journal. Number 2 habit when building a positive mindset is read positive growth books. Invest in yourself and invest in feeding your mind with positive things and things that bring you fulfillment, encouragement, challenging you to become your best self. Building a regular, consistent habit of reading positive growth books will start to increase your positive mindset as you start to flood your neurons, or whatever it's called, into your brain to start thinking positively on a regular basis. And if you're interested on what current books that I'm reading this year, there's a link down in the description below of all the books that I'm currently reading and planning to read throughout the year. There was a little spit bubble just now. I don't know if you saw that, but that was crazy. Okay, number 3 is surround yourself with positive people. Look at the friends that you have in your life or who you spend most of your time with. In this crazy world, a lot of us find ourselves working from home. Maybe we're isolating. Maybe you need to stop isolating and get into community, get into fellowship with people that are going to speak life into you, that are going to encourage you, that are going to tell you the best about yourself. But also people that are willing to tell you the hard things when you don't want to hear it, but that you trust them, believing that they have your best interest in mind. It's so important to be around people that are going to lift you up, that are going to build you up, speak life and wellness into you. So that way you can go to them when you're in challenging times, and that you can share in your victories and in your sorrows. You are who you hang out with. Number 4 is challenge your thoughts. Thoughts are so powerful, and we hang out with ourselves the most, and we speak to ourselves. We constantly are talking to ourselves throughout the day. And so when you're having thoughts of insecurity or fear or doubt or wanting to give up, challenge these thoughts. I recently started keeping a journal, and there's a section in my journal called the brain dump. And the brain dump is a section where I am basically writing in blue pen, and blue is, I've got the blues, right? This is all the stuff that I'm thinking. These are all of my insecurities, my doubts, my thoughts of giving up, my fears. I mean, all the stuff that, it's kind of like this pity party where I give myself the freedom to actually have these thoughts. It's okay, it's normal to have these thoughts, but it's not okay to dwell on those thoughts or to stay stuck in those thoughts. And you'll see in my journal that I'm writing all of these sorrows and all of this pity party in blue, but then I challenge those thoughts and I start to write in green. And I think of the brain dump as a way to, what type of advice would I give somebody else if they were going through the same situation or having the same thoughts? What would I tell somebody else? So moving those thoughts into a solution-based thinking and start challenging those thoughts. It's okay to have these negative thoughts. It's normal. Everybody goes through negative thoughts. I mean, think of some of your heroes in life. I guarantee you they're human. They have negative self-defeating thoughts. But the difference is they don't stay stuck in those thoughts. So I would say one way to start to develop your positive mindset is become aware of your thoughts, be okay and accept the fact when you're feeling down or when you're feeling negative, but don't stay there. And maybe start to challenge those thoughts by writing down some solutions or writing down some challenging positive affirmations when you're having these thoughts. And number 5 is pursue a passion that brings you fulfillment and happiness. What type of hobbies do you have? What type of passions do you have? Do you like to write? Do you like to draw? Are you a painter? Do you like to do sports? Are you into creating, making your own coffee, or planting, or gardening, or cooking, or creating content on YouTube? Or what is a passion of yours that you love to do? Maybe it's pottery and ceramic, but for you, you know what your passion is. You know what brings you life and what brings you fulfillment. And so pursue that passion that brings you fulfillment and energy and inspiration, something that brings you happiness. And start to do these things, and all together, when you create these as a habit, your mind will start to develop a positive perspective in life. Feeling that it's just going to fall in my lap, like this, I'm waiting for the right time, or the right mood, or the right inspiration, or whatever it is, may never come. As of recently, I have found that if I'm going to feel contentment and fulfillment in my life, or feel any type of accomplishment in my life, then I'm going to have to pursue that. So I encourage you to pursue a passion of yours that's going to bring you, fulfillment and happiness. That's really it. All I have to say about that.